So I thought I'd drop a little video today on, well, just kind of the way things are out here. Today's the 22nd of March, and as you probably know, the coronavirus COVID-19 is floating around everywhere. Cases are going up like crazy, and as a result, people are losing their minds. Um, I'm sure you've been to the grocery store, but if you haven't, you go to a Walmart, which a lot of us over-the-road guys do. We will stock our trucks and our fridge and everything from Walmart. It seems to be the easiest solution to get it, and plus there's usually truck parking somewhere near or at a Walmart, so we can get in and out and get our food and water and things like that. But I'll tell you, it's just so confusing right now. So many things have gotten way out of whack. I mean, it's not like we've gone to war or something, and there's a good guy and a bad guy in this thing. Everybody's being affected by this, which is really unnerving. It's so confusing as a truck driver right now, driving down the road. Like I went through Dallas the other day 3 times in 2 days, at like 7:15 in the morning, and then once at like 3:34 in the afternoon. And if you drive a truck and you go through Dallas, you dread it all the time because it's bumper to bumper, 5 miles an hour on the 35E or 35W. Both times I went through there at those times, it was 65, 70 miles an hour all the way through. Just weird, just ghost townish. And it kind of screws with your head a little bit because it's so surreal that you just drive along almost shaking your head. You can't, the impact of this is just kind of hitting me in waves. One of the waves came, I posted on Facebook this morning, a picture of coming through Atlanta this morning, and I'll put a picture of it right here. That was at 7:30 in the morning. That's the 285 loop going around the north side of Atlanta. It's usually takes an hour and a half to get around a 10-mile stretch. Flew right around there, no big deal. And it makes no sense. It just doesn't register yet. But, driving through these shopping centers, going down the interstate, just not seeing a soul, not a car anywhere. It's just like World War III or something. I'm sorry to sound so confused, but getting a grasp of this is not only unnerving, but the risk of contracting this virus at my age, 62, I worry about it probably as much as anybody. It definitely gets your attention. And I posted on Facebook this morning that post, not only the picture of Atlanta, but I don't even know if I'm going to get back home in any reasonable time, or even when that would be. I mean, it could be 2 weeks, 6 weeks, 12 weeks. I don't know. People talk about sheltering in place or self-quarantining or whatever they're calling it. Pretty much us guys that do over the road, you're looking at an 8x8 box here. I'm self-quarantined for whenever. Now, the upside of that is I don't run into a lot of people. I don't have a lot of interaction. The downside is I don't have a lot of interaction. You kind of go stir crazy being an over-the-road trucker to begin with, so it's kind of compounded right now. A great example is even the driver's lounge areas, which I don't typically go into, where they have like big screen TVs and stuff, so you can sit and watch movies and things like that. Here's a picture of what it typically looks like. And as you can see, they're all closed. They're taped off. You can't go in them. You can't go in the restaurants. I'm typically a TA and Petro guy because that's where I fuel at and get the best discounts. Plus, it tends to be where more owner-operators go than the company drivers that tend to back into shit all the time. So it's a safety thing for us guys that own our own trucks. But the restaurants are closed, just like they are everywhere else in the country. They're shut down. Um, Now on the upside, most of the ones I've been stopping at in the last 4 or 5 days, this one here, I'm pointing right here. I'm parked by the door. I got a reserved spot. They've got two girls, two ladies, sitting at like a picnic table where the entrance to the restaurant would be. And when you walk by, they go, "Hey, would you like to place an order?" And we'll have it bring it out to you. So they're trying their best at TA and Petros to make it work for the drivers. Some of them even say, "Tell us where your truck is and we'll hand deliver it to your truck." I haven't done that yet. I can walk up here and just get my dinner and walk away with it in a bag. But so that's kind of nice. But again, it's just weird. It is so strange. I can't stress how strange it is out here right now. I delivered at a place called Simpson Strong Tie in the Dallas area yesterday morning, and sat there 2.5 hours after having made multiple phone calls that I was out there trying to unload. I only had 10 pallets of bolts and nuts and things like that to deliver to them. They didn't even know I was out there. They finally sent a guy out, and with the strict instructions, I'm not to get out of my truck, leave the paperwork under one of my straps on a pallet so the guy can check all the material in, and then he'll sign it, put it back in a winch, which you wind the straps up on the side of the trailer. They're on there permanently. He said he'll stuff it back in the winch when he's done, and you can be on your happy way. First time that's happened to me. Usually, I mean, flatbed drivers, we don't come in contact with guys. They're in a forklift. We don't shake their hands usually, or you can't get within 10 feet of them because they're up in a forklift. So even that distance is weird. And that guy said when he dropped the deal off, he yelled at me, "I can't get any closer. I got in trouble because I was too close to a truck yesterday. I'm sorry." I'm like, "Dude, no problem. Just do your thing. I don't give a shit. I don't want to get sick any more than you do." So, yeah, it's being a trucker is isolation to begin with. It's really getting isolated now. The only good thing is I talk to my sons every day or two. Probably going to start doing FaceTime just so I can see their face because it'll be a while. But, that's, again, what do? You got to just make do with what you can. Anyway, I hope everybody's being safe. Try to wash your hands. Just wash your hands. I will say one thing for anybody that's watching this that isn't a truck driver. Quit hoarding shit at the grocery store. Put your mind back in your head. Start thinking. There's guys of us out here on the road. We can't get anything. We can't get toilet paper. I got like 5 rolls of toilet paper in my truck. I can't get it. Water. I have one 24-pack of water. I can't find bottled water on the road at any of the Walmarts. Y'all have cleaned them out and stocked your garage at home with them. It's not going to get that crazy, but we have nowhere else to go. We can't run to a Fry's or Albertsons or a Publix or something like that. There's no parking for us with these big rigs. Walmart is about our last place we can go to get supplies. Even the truck stops are out of them. And when they do have them, they charge $6 for a 24-pack of water when it should cost you $2.50. So it's killing us out here on the road, figuratively. But try to be a little more thoughtful about what you're doing. I just talked to a buddy of mine on the phone. Said he was in a Sam's Club, and he picked up a 9-pack of toilet paper and was walking out the door to show he had paid for it. And there was a guy behind him with a cart full of toilet paper. Full of it. And he was about 65 years old. What the hell are you going to do with all that toilet paper? I mean, the world's not going to blow up. It's frustrating. I know everybody panics and they do what they do, and there's nothing I'm going to do to change it. But, God damn, use your head. Don't just buy stuff to buy it because you're freaking out. Hand sanitizer. I carry these little 2 and 3 ounce bottles. I got this one bottle. I can't find it anywhere. What do you do? I guess nothing. There's nothing I can do. Just hope I happen to show up at a Walmart when they're stocking the shelf one day. But God, be safe out there. Try not to, don't go out. Don't go out. And a friend of mine was also telling me, this is a good one, telling me a guy he knows that owns a bar. I'm not going to say where it is or what town it's in, but the governor had to call him to tell him to close his bar because he kept it open, I guess, after the deadline. And now the owner is trying to figure out how to have private parties at his bar. Are you kidding me? Come on, people. That is the most unsafe thing I've ever heard of. A, you're trying to skirt the law. I hope you get busted because you're being a total moron. You have no worry about the safety of other people. That guy's only worried about making money and being around his friends. And if his friends have any brains, they're not going to show up if this guy tries to pull that little scam. So it just blows my mind. So sorry, I'm way off on a tangent, but you get the idea. Try to keep your head about you. Stay safe. For God's sake, don't go out anywhere. If there's anywhere to go out to. But keep your hands washed. Just be safe. We'll get through this. We always do. Things will get better. I just hope freight doesn't shut off. I doubt it will because this country will shut down. I'm even noticing a lighter amount of trucks on the road. And I don't know why that is, but it's got me a little nervous because I'll guarantee you the last thing they're going to do is call finance companies like Ings and BMO and all that do big commercial loans like on trucks and trailers like this and say, hey, defer their payments. That's the last thing on their mind right now. So be safe, be smart, stay alive, keep your friends alive, don't get your family sick. I'll talk to you on the other side. Take care. Bye.